Thanks for joining us here at noon, and we right now at noon want to get you out to Elizabethtown. We have crews there trying to piece together the circumstances surrounding a deadly fire in Elizabethtown. That call coming in around 5 o'clock this morning. The scene over in the 500 block of Hennon Lane, and that's where we find Gabriel Gonzalez with the details on this investigation. Gabe?
Hey Jim, police say they just had a news conference just a couple of hours ago saying they believe the victims are two adult men. Now, they say even though there was a fire in this house behind me, their cause of death is unknown. Because of that, they are calling this case a death investigation with suspicious circumstances. They say within an hour and a half from the fire, police had someone they wanted to talk to.
Anytime we respond to a scene of a fire and find deceased people, we're going to conduct a very thorough investigation. But there were some potential reports of some things that happened. There were potentially someone fled the area this morning at a high rate of speed. There's nothing to indicate that's not necessarily indicative of their involvement in a crime, but it's certainly suspicious within the close proximity of when the initial event occurred.
The person police are talking to was found in a hotel room on Dixie Avenue. Again, that person has not been charged in this case, but police believe they have information. And Jim, the victims of this have not yet been identified. Police are saying there is no longer a threat to the community here in E-Town. And this road just right behind us has been very active for the past hour. People are doing their normal activities. And we will have much more information for you coming up tonight at 4, 5, and 6. In E-Town, Gabriel Gonzalez, WHAS11 on your side.
Thank you very much, Gabe. Well, we'll turn to more local news now. A person is facing charges for driving under the influence and hitting a pedestrian in the Hikes Point neighborhood. Metro Police say it happened just after 11 last night on Breckenridge Lane, close to the I-264 ramp. Now, officers say the driver stayed on scene and the person hit was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. As of now, police have not identified that driver. Closing arguments will be heard today in the federal retrial of Brett Hankinson. He's the former LMPD detective charged for his actions the night Breonna Taylor was killed. Hankinson finished up testimony in his own defense. You can hear those protesters chanting outside the federal courthouse as Hankinson left for the day yesterday. During cross-examination, Hankinson insisted he identified a threat before firing through the covered sliding glass door and window, saying, quote, "I had a split-second decision to do nothing and watch people die or shoot back and stop the threat." Attorney Nick Mudd, who isn't involved in this case, says that's likely to be brought up during deliberations.
It's something that the jury, they'll think about what would they do in that position if they were being fired on. Would they just stand there? If they see their partner getting hit, would they just stand there and not fire back? I think that's going to be something that'll be weigh heavily in the jury room.
During a break from testimony, Breonna's mother, Tamika Palmer, told our Isaiah Kim Martinez that she felt irritated seeing Hankinson on the stand again and, quote, "He doesn't want to take any accountability." After closing arguments for both sides, the jury will begin deliberating. Hankinson faces a maximum sentence of life in prison if he is convicted.